Welcome back to my channel, guys. It has been about 2-ish weeks since we last saw each other. I did tell y'all I was going to Jamaica. The trip was wonderful. It was a tad bit chaotic just because there was so much going on, and big family trying to travel the same information into one channel with that much people and different modes of transportation. It's just too much shit. So it was kind of difficult for everyone to be on one accord. It was just chaotic, but it was a good trip. It was a good trip. Very hot, but you know, it's Jamaica, so duh. I didn't really want to get too much into talking about it because, you know, it'll make me a little emotional, and you know, I don't want to get too emotional here. What I am here to talk about is lesbian stereotypes that I get so much that at this point I'm just like, I just don't want to have a label no more, because y'all motherfuckers just hear that word and think the dumbest shit possible. Daddy issues. What I will say about this one is there are a multitude of lesbian females you will find that definitely either don't have a dad in their life or just have straight up daddy issues, regardless of what the issue may be. I will give you that. It does happen often. A lot of the times people will assume that because you don't have a male figure in your life, you automatically resume that role because you don't have it for your mom. You know, you didn't have a male figure in your life, so you gravitated towards trying to figure out what it was a man is supposed to be like, and you ended up just being a man yourself. That's one that I don't think a lot of people dig into too much, is that you don't got a man figure in your life, so you just end up gravitating towards what you don't know, and that's what you pick up. Sometimes that just fucking happens. I get it. But is it a stereotype that you can just put on every single lesbian? No. Me, for example, my daddy issues, I don't really want to say I have daddy issues. My dad was pretty much in my life my whole life. The only time that I had daddy issues was when I came out. If y'all don't know by now, I am Jamaican on both sides. My family, mom and dad, all full-on Jamaicans. It's not really something that they accept too much in Jamaica. So me coming out and everything wasn't necessarily something that my parents wanted to hear. My mom was a little less harsh as my dad, partially because she has a lesbian sister herself. So she kind of had to learn tolerance already, and my dad really never had to, so it's like not something that he ever even had to try to be okay with for anybody in his life. I was the first one. It is what it is. I had to take the plunge for the team. It's okay, it's fine, because now if we have anybody else, it might be a little bit easier for him to deal with. Who knows? It's one thing when it's like a sibling or a friend or something like that. When it's your own child, these motherfuckers act like their world is ending, because it's like, oh, they feel like they failed as a parent, like because your child is gay. I think you should be very proud if you have a child that is so happy being themselves and is so proud to be who they are that they don't even care to lie to you about it. I feel like you should feel like that is rewarding, to know that you raised your child strong enough to be able to do what they want and be who they want to be in life. Because it's really hard to do that when it comes to, you know, trying to live up to your parents' expectations and shit like that. Like, very much so something I had to deal with was living up to expectations that my parents wanted. And let me tell you something, didn't live up to them at all. Like, I will say, I will definitely deem myself the problem child, because I just be trying stuff. I just be doing stuff. Like, I go through life and learn lessons by making mistakes. Unfortunate as that may sound, you know, some people just learn different. Some people are okay being told not to do something and not figuring out for themselves, and some people need to figure it out. Me, personally, that's the type of person I am. If you tell me not to do something, I want to know for myself why I shouldn't do it. So I'm gonna go ahead. It just depends on the situation, though. Like, I know I shouldn't commit a murder because I'd probably go to jail. Like, I'm not gonna try to do that shit just because I want to see what's gonna happen. I know I'm gonna go to fucking jail. Because me, probably, I'm a terrible liar, so I'm probably gonna go to jail. Honestly, I probably will. I'm always coming on these videos without my lips, like, ugh. The lip glosses that I use, I'm a beauty supply store bitch, okay? I use that, you know, that coconut oil. I know y'all see this brand every beauty supply store you go to, every single one. It has not steered me wrong yet, not yet. You know, I actually learned that this actually just pushes the wax into your ear. Like, it actually, you're not really supposed to do this shit, but I'm gonna do this shit. Until I get whatever device you're supposed to use to do this, like, this one I'm gonna use. And frankly, it feels great. The fuck? But yes, overall, the whole stereotype of daddy issues, the worst one, especially with femmes, is what I categorize as, because I am a feminine lesbian identifying woman, is that because I never had my father show me how a man is supposed to love me, I just go towards females because that's all I know. But that's completely fucking false. My dad still, I've been out since 2017, still tries to lecture me on how a man is supposed to treat me. Still. I power to him for holding out on hope. Power to you, daddy. But just give up. Just give up. If you're watching this, give up. That's what I be getting a lot. And I'm just like, no, my dad is very much actively letting me know that. And I've dated men before. No, thank you. Ugh. Ugh. Where was I? But yeah, that's some bullshit. Another stereotype is that when we use, you know, strap-ons, we want men for real because we use them. If that was the case, don't you think we would just go do it with men? You guys are really easy. As a gender, you guys are easy. Like, it's not hard to get what I want out of a dude. It's really not. And it's not just because I'm pretty as a mother, but it's also because as a gender, men, y'all are very, very easy to get to when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because y'all always want it. And it don't even matter who it come from. Y'all get it from a damn squirrel. It don't matter. As long as it got something to stick your stuff into, it doesn't matter what it is. Y'all really think that we wouldn't just go and have sex with y'all? Come on, really? Come on. No. We enjoy the fact that when we turn around and see what's behind us, giving us the motion of the ocean, there's titties flopping with the ocean. We like that. That's what we like to see. And then on top of that, if I'm done and I can't rip that mop off and there's something under there for me to eat, then there's a problem. If I can't detach that shit, I'm gonna get irritated. Like, that's not the end of it for me. You guys get like, after y'all done, like, I don't want that. It would be kind of like if you have sex with a dude and after he then you can just rip off his thing and then there's a whole nother one under there for you to play with right after. Like, you don't gotta wait for him to recharge or anything like that. That's kind of what it's like. We can literally get that from a female. Plus more. A whole nother session of giving someone pleasure. Because another thing that you guys think is that we can't feel anything through those. You guys really need to do your research. Because let me explain something to you. Class of E presents lesbian stereotypes. Physics of the plastisnics. Science. Physics. It's fundamental, okay? If you didn't pass, if you didn't even get a D or an F, if you didn't even take the class, I apologize. I'm gonna educate you real quick, okay? So, when you put it on, it's up against your, area. It's up against your, your click. It's up against that. So, don't you think that if I'm thrusting, right, it's rubbing up against it? That's what's happening, like it's rubbing up against it, so it's creating that stimulation. It's creating that, like that's what it's doing. Unless it's those ones that they stick inside the other one. Like I don't use one of those, but the ones that just you wear, that's where the pleasure comes from. And then on top of that, you get pleasure from watching. For example, pornography. You get pleasure from what you're looking at, right? You can sit there and do what you do watching a porno video, but you're not actually being touched. You're not actually, none of that. You're just watching a video and acting whatever it is that you're seeing on yourself with whatever you can use, whether it's your hands, whether it's your mouth, whatever it is that you can do on yourself. That's what you're doing. You're not actually being touched by anybody. So don't you feel as though we could get the same form of pleasure just from watching how good the vagina looks with something going in and out of it? The same way you guys like it, like, it's just as arousing to us, if not more. And hear me closely when I say, if not more. Like, that's key. Another one I get is, this is not necessarily a stereotype, but this is one of my favorite things that I love. This is just something that I hear a lot from men, and it's my favorite. When it's like a female that's never been with a dude, how do you know you're gay if you've never been with a man before? I love that one. And it's mostly studs that get that, because most of the time it's the studs that you see that have never been with a guy before. That's just what it is. Most of the time that's just what it is. And why I love hearing that one is because y'all know what I'm about to say. Y'all know what I'm about to say about you stupid ass men. If you have never been with a man before, how do you know that you're straight? How do you know? You never had your mouth on him. You never had ass bent over, tooted up. You never had none of that. How do you know that you like females, only females, if you've never tried a man before? I will forever go back to that question, because I've never heard a man successfully answer that question to me. Like, successfully answer that question for me and not turn around and look stupid after asking the question, because it's a legitimate question. Just like period blood, when it comes to when you eating coochie and you're on your cycle, because you know some people that don't actually do that shit. I don't need to try that shit to know that I won't like it. That's disgusting. Period. There's things that you don't have to try to know that you don't like. There are things that, honestly, in my opinion, you really should try to know if you don't like it. Like, you can't just assume you don't like it. Like food, for example. Like, you should definitely try some food before you just assume you don't like it. If there's a specific food category, like a main food that you don't like that takes over that entire dish, I would be more inclined to believe that you don't like it without having to try it. But if it's just a random food that you just never tried before, like if you've eaten apples your whole life and you never tried a banana and you just think you're not gonna like it, I will never understand that. And you guys have never given a female a successful answer, except, man, I ain't with the gay shit, man. I ain't with the gay shit. I ain't with that gay shit. Get the fuck out of here with that gay shit. Like, get the fuck out of here with your straight shit. How about that? Don't want you. Please. Excuse me. Next stereotype. And my final one. Love hearing this one. Hey, ma, I could turn you back for real. I really could turn you back. Like, you don't even know, like, you really think that you gay and shit like that. Like, you really think that you like puss and all that shit. But you don't know, I really could turn you back though, for real. Like, you really could just like, get the fuck. Y'all be sounding so stupid. I don't even, y'all sound so ignorant and stupid. Like, what? First of all, if I've exhausted all of my opportunities, like if I've used every chance I had in me to keep trying to see if I'm gonna like it multiple times and came to the conclusion that I just fucking don't, what makes you think that you're gonna change that? And I'm asking you, whoever you are, you're watching, what makes you think that you could change me back? Like, I want to sit down and actually talk, like a roundtable talk to a group of men and ask them what makes them think. Like, what about them? What do you think you gonna show me differently that's gonna make me say, hey, wait a minute? No, like, please let me know. Please let me know, because I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what you could possibly think you could do to turn me back. And honestly, the more that I come across dudes who think the way that they think when it comes to lesbians, it just drives my cooch up even more. It's a reason why your girlfriend constantly asking you to have a threesome, sir. It's the reason why that dick ain't enough for her. She wants them pussy. She wants it. And honestly, we get why y'all like it. I am going to close up this video because I have been talking for the past 30 minutes and I don't want to have to go through more than 30 minutes of footage. So, I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what else you guys want to see. I apologize that I came back so late, but, you know, shit happens. Also, as you can see, y'all can see that the titties are still here. And it's past April 21st. I'm going to explain what happened with that. It's not necessarily anything I could control. Well, yeah, but no at the same time. Like, I'm gonna explain that in another video why the breast reduction had to get postponed. In the meantime, I'm gonna just work out and try to make these bitches get smaller on their own naturally. Hopefully, they get a little bit smaller, but I'm still getting the surgery. Cause it's only but so small that I can make these shits get there's a level to where it's just naturally like I can't just working out. It's not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna make them more muscular. So I'm still getting the surgery. It's just been postponed for lots of reasons that I will get into in another video. Peace, love, and prosperity to you all. I will see you guys in the next video. You guys have a great night. Well, it's night here. If you're watching this at a different time of day, have a good day or afternoon or morning.